Picture this. You've just landed your first job, the paycheck is looking sweet, and you're ready to conquer the world. But then, a few months later, you're buried under debt, stressed about bills, and wondering where all that money went. Sound familiar? You're not alone. In fact, these 5 financial mistakes are so common among young adults that they can completely derail your wealth-building dreams, if you're not careful. But here's the thing, you have the power to change all that. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to avoid these mistakes, build your financial future, and start living the wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Let's dive in, but before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on the rest of this life-changing journey. Point 1. Living beyond your means. First up, the mistake that many young adults make when they first start making money. Living beyond your means. It's tempting. You finally have that paycheck, and it feels like freedom. The designer clothes, the vacations, the nights out. The world is your oyster, right? But here's the cold, hard truth. If you're spending more than you're earning, you're digging yourself into a financial hole. And that hole gets deeper every day with interest rates and late fees piling on top. One missed payment could turn into months, even years of struggle. The worst part? You'll still be living paycheck to paycheck, despite all that stuff you thought would make you happy. So how do you avoid this mistake? It's simple. Learn to live below your means. No, you don't have to cut out all the fun. You can still enjoy life, but make sure you're budgeting, saving, and planning for the future. That's the mindset of someone who's building wealth, someone who understands that the key to financial freedom is not in what you can buy, but in what you choose to keep. Now, I know, no one wants to be the person who only buys coffee when it's on sale, but trust me, it's the small sacrifices that pay off in the long run. Your future self will thank you. Which brings us to the second biggest mistake young adults make, neglecting savings. Let's talk about that. Point 2. Not saving for emergencies. Emergencies happen. Car breakdowns, medical bills, job loss. You name it. Life is unpredictable, and if you don't have an emergency fund, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Imagine this. One unexpected expense, and you're in deep trouble. You're forced to pull out a high-interest loan or rack up credit card debt. Sound familiar? The solution? It's simple. Start saving for emergencies now. Experts recommend having at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses set aside. Yes, I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. Building this fund gives you peace of mind. It allows you to navigate life's curveballs without stressing about money. It gives you a financial cushion that will protect you from the worst-case scenarios. But saving is only the beginning. Stay tuned because the next mistake is a game changer when it comes to wealth building. Now, let's talk about one of the most dangerous mistakes, the one that could cost you years of lost income. Point 3. Ignoring retirement accounts. The third mistake young adults often make is one that doesn't show up on your radar until it's too late. I'm talking about neglecting retirement accounts. You might think, I'm too young for retirement planning. I'll think about it later. And while that might seem like the right thing to do in the moment, it's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Here's the kicker. The earlier you start investing, the more your money works for you. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, and by starting early, you give your investments more time to grow. Imagine you start investing just $100 a month into your 401k right now, and by the time you're in your 40s, you're sitting on a sizable amount, all thanks to compounding. But wait, what if you could start investing in stocks with just $100 today? Well, that's exactly what we'll discuss in our next video. But before we get there, let's move on to the next mistake, one that might be hurting your credit score without you even knowing. Point 4. Mismanaging credit. Credit is a powerful tool. It can help you buy a house, get a car, or even start a business. But if you don't manage it properly, it can sink your financial future. Late payments, maxed out credit cards, and ignoring your credit report can all cause your score to plummet. And trust me, a low credit score can cost you thousands in higher interest rates. The solution is simple. Pay your bills on time. Use less than 30% of your available credit, and regularly check your credit report for errors. It's a habit that pays off. I know credit scores aren't the sexiest topic, but think of them like the invisible financial force field that protects your wealth. So let's keep that shield strong. Which leads us to our final mistake, the one most young adults overlook. But it's absolutely critical to building long-term wealth. Point 5. Not investing early enough. Finally, the biggest mistake that could cost you a lifetime of wealth building. Not investing early enough. It's easy to push investing to the back of your mind when you're young. You think, I have time. But every year you delay is one more year of potential growth you'll never see again. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or side businesses, the earlier you start, the better. You don't need a ton of money to begin. You just need consistency. And in the next video, I'll show you how to start investing in stocks with just $100. Trust me, you'll want to know this. There you have it. 5 critical mistakes that can ruin your financial future. But here's the good news. You have the power to avoid all of them. By saving for emergencies, investing early, managing your credit wisely, and living below your means, you can start building wealth today. And trust me, it'll pay off in ways you can't even imagine. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out our next video on how to start investing in stocks with just $100. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Also, drop a comment below telling me what financial topics you'd like me to cover next. Your financial journey starts now. Take action today and build the life you deserve. I'll see you in the next video.